my name's Kristen and today I'm going to be book shaming myself. I've seen quite a few people do this before, so basically today I'm just going to be telling you popular books and series that I have not read yet. And really I want to do this because I feel like if I tell someone that I haven't read these books, then I will be motivated to actually read them. Because if people know that I haven't read them and they're like, oh, I'm judging you because you haven't read that book yet, I'll be like, fine, I'll read it so that you will stop judging me, thank you very much. So the way that I am going to be doing this video is I'm going to start with books that I haven't read, like standalone books, and then I'm going to transition into series that I haven't read. And just because I am really bad at thinking of books when I don't actually own them, I'm just going to be showing you guys books that I already own, so basically, we're just going through my TBR shelves and we're gonna see what we find, so this should be fun. So the first book that I have, and most of you are gonna be like, Kristen, what? WTF? Why have you not read this book yet? But the first book that I have is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and I really do want to read this book. I haven't, and I don't really know why I haven't, but I haven't. This is basically my excuse for all of these books why I haven't read them yet. I'm like, I don't know, I haven't had time yet, so I haven't read them yet. Leave me alone! The second book that I haven't read, which you already know because it was in my Booktubeathon TBR if you watch those videos, is An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. And this is literally the only John Green book besides Let It Snow that I haven't read. And people yell at me all the time like, why haven't you read all of John Green's books? And I'm like, please leave me alone. This one, it just sounds like it's gonna be really boring, which is why I haven't started it yet. But hopefully when I do start it, I will enjoy it because John Green, I like his stories a lot. The last popular standalone book that I have on my shelves that I have not read yet is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Honestly, I haven't read this one yet because it sounds like it's gonna be a mystery and I'm like not really into mysteries, so that's why I haven't read this one yet. But hopefully I'll, like near Halloween, I like to read mysteries, so I don't know. Someone tell me if this one's a mystery or not because I think it is, but I'm not sure. Okay, so these two, I'm not really sure if they count as part of a series or if they're standalone. So they are Lola and the Boy Next Door and Isla and the Happily Ever After, both by Stephanie Perkins. And I read Anna and the French Kiss like at the beginning of this year, but I haven't read these two yet. And really the reason that I haven't read these two yet is just because there have been other contemporaries that I want to read before them. And I feel like because I've read Anna and the French Kiss, it's like, okay, you can take some time before you read another Stephanie Perkins book. Of course, I really loved Anna and the French Kiss, so I don't know why I've put these off so long. But I'm gonna read these soon because I love contemporaries. They're like my favorites. But also, I just have to take the time to complain about this in every video where I talk about these books. Who decided that because she changed publishing companies that the book should be smaller than the other ones? Why? This is horrific and terrible. So now we transition into series that I haven't read. So this one is probably the most popular series that I have yet to read, and that is The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. And as you can see, I own the first 4 books in the series, and I have tried to start City of Bones twice, maybe 3 times, and I just can't get into it. But I've heard that it gets better after City of Bones, so I'm gonna try to go back to it again, and hopefully I will enjoy it at some point. Like, I keep getting to page 100 of City of Bones, and I'm just like, I can't. Plus, I've been spoiled for this series so many times, and I'm pretty sure I can tell you how it ends, but you know, that's okay, I'll read it anyway. So this next series that I have not read is the Legend series by Marie Lu, and I have been told so many times how amazing this book is, and I just haven't read it. I don't have a valid excuse for not reading this except for the fact that there have been other books that I wanted to read more than I wanted to read this one. But like the more I see about this series, the more I really want to read this series, so hopefully I will be reading it very soon. And the next series that I have is the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead, and honestly, I haven't read this one yet because I'm not really into vampire books, but I've heard how good they are, which is why I bought it. And I don't know if I'll ever read this one, to be completely honest, because vampires are like really unbelievable to me. Like, they just seem so fake. Like, yes, let me suck your blood. with the fang. We are down to our second to last book, and that is The Fifth Wave by Ricky Yancey. And again, I don't have a reason for not reading this one except for that it's freaking gigantic, and honestly, I'm just really intimidated by the size of it. And I feel like it's going to try to eat my face if I read it. And when I first got this one, I didn't realize that it was about aliens, and it's not that I have anything against aliens, I'm just not super into aliens, like the same thing with vampires. But I will probably read this one at some point because I've heard that it's absolutely amazing, whereas I've heard mixed reviews about Vampire Academy. So I'm probably gonna try to start this one. And the last one. I'm super ashamed of this one, but it's not that I haven't read the whole series. I haven't read Blood of Olympus yet by Rick Riordan. It's the last book in the Heroes of Olympus series, and actually I read to page 106 and then I stopped because I'm having like withdrawal and I don't want it to end because Percy Jackson is such a big part of my life. I feel like if I finish this book then it'll just be gone forever and I won't know what to do with myself, and that just makes me really sad. So I haven't read this yet. I don't want it to end. It's my child. Alright, so that concludes the popular books that I have on my TBR shelf that I have yet to read and I should read, but I just haven't yet. If you guys would be so kind as to comment down below which book you think I should read next. Like, if I don't read this book, I will probably die and everything will just explode. Like, my whole life will end if I don't read this book. If you like this video, be sure to thumbs it up and subscribe, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye! And for so now we transition, I cannot talk, that I have on my bookshelves that I have yet to read is, I'm holding it backwards. Good job, Kristen, proud of you. I like the noise. That is a very nice noise. I'm not crazy, probably. She's talking to herself again, no!